Hey, okay sir, welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. I'm finally up to the fourth and final part of the special celebration of Hogwarts teachers. Yes, that is the limited time side quest name. It's very long. Basically, I've compiled everything so far in the first three parts, the knowledge, because I'm running a speech to honor Professor McGonagall, and now I just have to put it all together and make it happen. I'm also playing Wizard Chess, and she mentioned that I will have to go back and finish the game once I finish her speech. Why is Hagrid here? Thanks for meeting me, Hagrid. I'm quite happy to be here, though I'm not sure what for. Yeah, why did you want to see us, Casey? I have places to be and spells to learn. I have a feeling this has something to do with the Teacher Appreciation Celebration. Our presentations are coming out quickly. You're right, Penny. I'm trying to figure out what's most important to say about Professor McGonagall. And I wanted to go over what I've learned so far and get your opinions on what to feature as well. Sounds brilliant. I'd love to help. I'm not too sure you'd agree with my opinion, Casey. I want to hear from people who will approach their presentation differently, Marilla. And I guess it makes perfect sense that I'm here. But what did you need me for then? Well, you're actually part of the faculty, Hagrid, so of course your opinion matters. Maybe the most. Sounds reasonable. I'd be happy to give you my opinion then as well. Perfect. Well, let's discuss. I wonder what Marula's is going to be. Is she going to half-ass it, or do you think it's actually going to be really good? You certainly learned a lot about the guest of honor for the Teacher Appreciation Celebration, Casey. I agree, Hagrid, but I'm curious what you think each is the most important of the qualities to highlight. Professor McGonagall surely is wise and trustworthy, both important qualities in a teacher. I like that she's competitive and tenacious, because I am too. And I quite admire that Professor McGonagall is both humane and devoted in all things. That about covers it, and she's all of those things. But what do you think, Casey? Which of these qualities is the most important to you to showcase in your presentation? Wise and trustworthy, competitive and tenacious, humane and devoted. All good qualities? I think the top one. Professor McGonagall's wisdom and her trustworthiness define who she is. I definitely want to highlight that, as it came from Professor Dumbledore, who's known her the longest. There's certainly something we all admire about Professor McGonagall, and a wise choice as well. There you have it, Casey. You know exactly what you want to say. Can I go back to not caring now? Yes, Marilla. And thanks all. I think I have everything I need to do Professor McGonagall justice with my presentation. I'm sure you do, but the truth is, if you speak from the heart, you can't go wrong. I hope so, because the next time we're all together, we'll be at the celebration. Which means it's almost time for a right proper Hogwarts feast. All you care about is food. Okay, what am I doing again? Oh yeah, celebrate your teachers. The 4 hours really screwed with my mind. Well, looks like everybody's here. And that is why I appreciate Professor Snape, because not only is he a brilliant potions master, but he also finds a way to make me smile. So thank you, Professor Snape, for cheering me up always. Yes, well... Leave it to Marilla to pour sunshine and rainbows over even Snape, the darkest teacher in the lot. Well, I feel quite pleased with how that went. Yeah, old Snape looked real happy. This means my presentation must be coming up soon. You're right, it is almost time, Casey. Are you nervous? Definitely not. I would say I've got some pretty big shoes to fill in terms of making sure this goes well, so I would have to be a little bit nervous. And you know what they always say, it's always good to be a little nervous. I'm definitely nervous. It is a big responsibility to present on the guest of honor. That's true, but don't be nervous. You're eminently prepared. You've even interviewed several professors. You've talked out what you're going to say with your friends. And you spent quality time with Professor McGonagall too. Thanks, Penny. You already decided what you're going to highlight. Just remember what Hagrid said and speak from the heart. And now, it is time for a final presentation on the guest of honor, Professor Minerva McGonagall. Mr. Casey, if you could please join us. Why am I so nervous? It's just a game. Did I stumble? I stumbled, didn't I? It's gonna be engraved in people's minds forever. Or maybe it was just stepping on the box. Thank you, Professor Dumbledore. I'm excited to be doing my presentation on Professor McGonagall. Oh, look at all those eyes. Staring at me. It just keeps going. Are you kidding me? So as you can see, Professor McGonagall had a long list of accomplishments before she even began teaching. And after decades of teaching young wizards and witches at Hogwarts, Professor McGonagall made many friends. And also fans in both her colleagues and her students. But what I found most compelling about the professor is how wise she is, and how much everyone I spoke to her trusted her, implicitly, with their very minds and their hearts. These are the qualities that any witch or wizard would be lucky to emulate. And I hope that someday I can have even a shred of our guest of honor's wisdom and well-earned respect. Well said! We all would be lucky to have that! There's few we can trust more than my former student and colleague. I'm glad you took that to heart. I think Casey's doing brilliantly. Was there something else you'd like to add, Casey? Just that teachers like Professor McGonagall matter. And not just for subjects they teach, but because they choose to educate and prepare us for a challenging and ever-changing world. At Hogwarts, a home away from home, our teachers are more than just educators, they're also a family. So thanks to all our teachers, and especially to Professor McGonagall on this anniversary. Hear, hear! Oh, you just want your food. I can't stop! There's so many wonderful screenshots. Well done, Casey! Yes, that was quite a celebration of our friend. You clearly got to know our esteemed colleague well. You do research so well, perhaps someday you should go on a quest for knowledge. Wow, thanks. I really appreciate all the encouragement and kind words. Now let's join the feast. Mr. Casey, I must second my colleague's sentiment. And thank you for your lovely presentation on me, and for what you have said about all your teachers. Of course, Professor, I hoped you'd feel it did it justice. It most certainly did, but let us not fish for more compliments. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it if I didn't. I'd simply be polite and then help myself to some butterbeer. I have to admit, I'm relieved to be done with it all. But you're not done yet. We still have our wizard chess game. I'll see you soon to finish it. Well, I think that went pretty well. Seems like all the professors are happy. I got some great screenshots. And now we get to finish the game. And in case you're wondering what the actual final prize is going to be, it's at the top. Part 4 there. Top right. I can hardly believe this is our last wizard chess session, Professor McGonagall. Indeed it is. And I was happy to see you get out of the check you were in when last we met. I have to thank you for giving me such a unique experience while preparing for my presentation. None of the other students got to play chess with their teacher they were interviewing. I'm glad you've enjoyed our game. You conducted yourself in a manner I appreciate in our time together. I especially liked that you focused on your presentation on values I truly respect, such as wisdom and trust. I was only saying what I heard from others and saw myself, Professor. You're all that and more. Still, you exhibited a deep appreciation and respect for all teachers as well, which may have been my favorite part of the presentation. But I'm curious what your favorite part of this experience has been. Our talks, talking to all the professors, the wizard chess game. I would definitely say the talks. Not just because it's the point, but sometimes it's always good to just talk to somebody in general, you know? It opens somebody up, makes them feel a little bit better, you learn a bit more about yourself. Basically, don't keep it bottled up. That's easy, our talks. We don't often get this much one-on-one time with our professors. And especially not with you. It was a real pleasure. That is very kind of you to say. Is it going to be checkmate? Though I must admit, I'd like to hear more about your interactions with the other teachers as well. I'd be happy to tell you all about them. Oh, we're not done yet? Oh, I thought we were done! I was like, where's my chess piece? Or my chess thing? Well, you son of a gun, you got me. Surprise! It seems your friends and fellow teachers appreciate you as much as you appreciate them. Yes, that's true, and I am very grateful for that, and for the celebration Professor Dumbledore has organized. Though I realize I didn't make the interview process entirely easy on you. Like you once said, nothing in life worth earning comes easy. Still, I've been thinking about it and perhaps there's a reason. What is it, Professor? I lost someone very dear to me not long ago, and so talking about my past felt especially difficult. I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you, and although I wouldn't normally share information of personal nature with a student, and I know you too have suffered loss in life, and yet you keep on going. That is why I wanted you to understand. There are no perfect plans for your journeys. In life, as in chess, you must be ready to change and adapt. How do you mean? Well, when your brother first disappeared, you changed. When you came to Hogwarts, you had to grow. Even in our interviews, you had to find new ways to learn because of the obstacles you didn't expect. That's true. So you see, it is not the plans you make in chess or in life, or even whether you win or lose. It is how you move forward from the game and take those lessons to the next one that matters most. Thanks, Professor. I'll remember that. Good, because it's time for our next move. In this game, at least. What will it be? Knight to h3. Wait, I'm in checkmate. You won, Professor. This time, you will have many others. And to that end, I'd like to give you something. One of my very own wizard chessboards, considered a memento of our time together. That's incredible, but Penny loaned me her board. Well, the board I'm gifting you will be yours to keep. It will remind you of this match and our time together. I don't know what to say. Say nothing. You were a worthy opponent, and you've earned it. Thank you, Professor, but don't you need your chessboards? Don't worry about me. I have another, and I expect we'll find clever ways to use our chessboards. To the benefit of ourselves, and perhaps even to the benefit of Hogwarts in the future. That is awesome! I've taken so many pictures, and I'm not regretting it. So now we gotta check out this so-called chessboard, which is going to be in the dormitory. Which me personally, still have the original. You can see sitting on the trunk. It looks like I got a gem. So I guess that means I get a gem every single day, which means I get 30 gems a month. Hey man, that's not too bad. So that completes the entire quest line, limited quest line, of the, whatever it was called, Celebration of the Teachers. You do have to be at year 2, chapter 4. I said that way back in the beginning of the first video. Obviously, if you're this far along in the video, you know by now, but maybe new players are watching this particular video for the first time, haven't watched the other ones. Now you know. So let me know down below what you think of the entire questline and what happened. I really liked it. It was pretty low-key, bouncing around between the different professors and things of that nature, but it was really interesting to learn more about Professor McGonagall. And when she talks, it was just a lot of wisdom, and I enjoyed that. Mainly because that applies to everyday life in general. But I am done rambling. I will see you with the next limited time questline, whatever that's going to be. Probably will be Christmas related, so it will be popping up in probably less than a month. If not, I don't know what we're going to get next for side quests. But if we don't get that, I will definitely see you with the next main chapter, which will probably be next week. And I'll see you soon with more in Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. So thank you very so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody.